Hi there, I'm Dr. Dan. I'm an infectious disease physician in Atlanta, Georgia. We can end the coronavirus pandemic, but to get to that end with the least amount of harm, we are all responsible for doing everything in our power to reduce our risk of acquiring and spreading the virus. Vaccination remains our best path at achieving this, and it's all of our duties to not just get vaccinated, but to help our family, friends, and community to get vaccinated. You aren't protected until we all are. I'm going to teach you how to help vaccine hesitant individuals to get vaccinated based on techniques I've adapted into my own clinical practice. And to be clear, everyone over the age of 12 should be vaccinated. Now, before we begin, you're about to attempt something very difficult. Don't be deterred if you don't succeed on the first time. You're going up against someone's existing confirmation bias, and oftentimes, people that haven't been vaccinated put the most belief in any information that favors their position of not getting vaccinated, regardless of how credible that source is, because it feels right. Now, the second problem is in the US right now, not being vaccinated is the path of least resistance. Until there's more consequences for being unvaccinated, to have the best chance of success, you have to address these two barriers. One, make the vaccine-resistant person feel that vaccination is the right choice for them, and also to take the effort out of getting vaccinated. Before you begin, it's essential that you have been vaccinated yourself. Walking through what you experienced before and after vaccination is perhaps the best way to convince people and help reduce the idea of feeling like the vaccine is dangerous. The next step is to be ready with peer-reviewed, evidence-based consensus sources on safety and efficacy of vaccination, tailored specifically for the individual if they do have specific questions or concerns. For example, have a person that's worried about fertility and vaccination, show them the joint recommendations from the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology and Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine, showing that pregnancy is associated with an increased rate of needing hospitalization for COVID-19, that the vaccine has been shown to be safe for all expectant mothers and their children in all trimesters, and vaccination does not cause an increase in miscarriages or the ability to get pregnant. I'm going to put some links in the video description to sources I recommend. If a person has medical issues that put them at greater risk of hospitalization from COVID-19, discuss that vaccination can help them reduce that risk, and discuss that you're coming from a place of compassion and concern for their well-being. Okay, now that you have someone that's now ready to get vaccinated, we move on to the next step, which is to make getting the vaccine as easy for them as possible. Don't settle for, well, I'll think about it or I'll do it later. Before having a discussion about vaccination, research if pharmacies in your area allow for walk-in vaccinations on vaccines.gov and offer to take them to get vaccinated. Otherwise, get their phone and walk them through scheduling their vaccine on vaccines.gov, which also offers the ability to set up transportation using ride-sharing services for low or no cost. Make sure to follow up on how they're doing after they get vaccinated and make sure they make it to their appointment for their second dose. Why I prefer to use the phone of the individual I'm discussing vaccination with is because I set a calendar alarm to remind them of their vaccination time and place. I know this sounds like a lot of work, but it's worth the effort because that individual can share their vaccine experience with others that used to be like them. Finally, because transmission of the virus can happen without having symptoms, and transmission often occurs in environments where people aren't wearing masks, like their own homes, worldwide vaccination is the best way we can end this pandemic. Let me know in the comments if this technique worked for you, and please like and subscribe to the relaxing sounds of infection.